Most serial killers leave a trail that eventually leads to their capture. But Samuel Little, he left nothing but bodies and silence. For over 4 decades, he hunted across the country, undetected, his victims forgotten by the system and dismissed by society. But when he finally started talking, the truth was even more terrifying than anyone imagined. This is the story of the man the FBI now calls the most prolific serial killer in U.S. history. Samuel Little was born in Reynolds, Georgia, in 1940. He claimed his mother was a lady of the night, as my good sister Brittany Vaughn likes to say, and his childhood was filled with instability, violence, and trauma. As a teen, he began drifting, committing petty crimes, and dropping out of school. By the 1970s, Little was a seasoned criminal arrested nearly 100 times in 24 states for offenses like theft, assault, and fraud. But here's what no one knew. Behind every petty charge, there was blood on his hands. Samuel targeted women on the margins, ladies of the night, drug users, women of color, many whose disappearances wouldn't raise alarms. He strangled them, often leaving little to no physical evidence. In many cases, the victims were never even classified as homicides. Little later confessed to killing 93 women between 1970 and 2005. As of now, over 60 of those confessions have been confirmed by law enforcement. He didn't just remember who he killed, he could describe what they looked like, where he left them, and even sketch their faces from memory. So how did he escape justice for so long? One word: vulnerability. His victims weren't often reported missing. Many were misclassified as overdoses or accidents. There was no DNA, no media frenzy, no justice. He also moved constantly from Florida to California to Ohio, and he was a master manipulator, even beating multiple murder charges in the ADS due to lack of evidence. Samuel was finally arrested in 2012 on a drug charge in Kentucky. Thanks to modern DNA technology, he was linked to 3 unsolved murders in Los Angeles from the late 1980s. In 2014, he was convicted of those murders and sentenced to life without parole. But it wasn't until 2018, when Texas Ranger James Holland sat down with him, that the full horror came to light. Samuel, now elderly and in poor health, began confessing. Not just 3, not just 10, but dozens. He wanted to clear his conscience before dying, and he remembered everything. What shocked investigators was the accuracy of his confessions. He described the clothing, the car, the city layout, even tiny scars on victims' faces. He drew chilling portraits of them from memory. He'd never read police files. This was all in his head. The FBI has since released many of these drawings in hopes of identifying more victims. Samuel Little died in prison on December 30th, 2020, but the impact of his crimes continues. Many families still don't have answers. Over 30 of his victims remain unnamed, unclaimed, and unremembered except by him. His story exposed major flaws in the justice system, especially in how crimes against Black women, ladies of the night, and drug users are handled and ignored. He wasn't just a killer, he was a shadow in the system, and he thrived in that darkness. But now the light is on, and every single woman he took, she matters. Her name matters. Her story matters.